Good morning, everyone. We are live here on the web on all of your streaming services like YouTube, for example, and of course on our website at Atlanta News First. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a look at some of your top stories, and I wanted to really kind of focus in on the bitter cold weather that we're going to be getting as we move into next week. So we're talking about Monday into Tuesday into Wednesday, where we're going to be getting some really cold weather. In fact, our weather team has already declared 2 first alert weather days for both Monday, I believe it is, and Tuesday. So that's something you really want to take into consideration. And what I wanted to kind of illustrate with the cold weather, I wanted to show you some video from this past week where we were actually talking about a water main break in DeKalb County. And you can see right here that they've been working on that throughout all of last week. And why did that break? Well, because of our aging infrastructure, 1, and 2, because bitter cold temperatures that we've been experiencing over here for the past few weeks here in Atlanta. So they have that fixed now. There are pockets of the area that still have to boil their water, but for the most part, everyone who lives in DeKalb and was impacted by this boil water advisory and low water pressure, the fix is made and the boil water advisory is lifted. There are some sections that are still under that advisory where you need to boil your water for 2 minutes, and that's before drinking, consuming, cooking, anything like that. And we have all of that information listed on our website. But I bring that up because I really wanted to explain that as we move into next week, this is something that city officials are going to be looking at. We're not just talking about DeKalb, we're talking about all of Metro Atlanta, the city of Atlanta, making sure that you are ready. Today is the day that you want to make sure you are ready. Are your pipes on the outside of your house, are they covered? Are they protected from those bitter cold temperatures? You may want to stop by the hardware store and pick up those items that you need. Do so today because Monday being the holiday that it is for MLK, a lot of those places may not be open, and by that point it could be too late. All right, so this is another thing that I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to showcase this story done by one of our reporters, our reporter Joshua Skinner. It's about Dry January. A lot of people have been participating in Dry January. What is Dry January? It's that month out of the year that we decide not to drink any alcohol. It's been growing in popularity, but the thing with Dry January is the fact that I think a lot of people struggle with the fact of just going cold turkey, going the full month without drinking any alcohol. And then how does that look outside of January? Listen to this. A Georgia Tech student, a graduate in fact, created an app that makes it a little less daunting, to say the least. And I want you to take a look and listen to this right here.
What if I told you Dry January might not be the best way to cut back on drinking? Vedant Pradeep has the numbers to prove it, which is why he founded Reframe while a student at Georgia Tech.
We started up trying to help people with hypoglycemia.
But as many companies do, Pradeep pivoted, noticing that quitting alcohol cold turkey didn't seem to work.
Alcohol is a bad coping strategy, but it is a coping strategy.
Reframe went live in 2020 and includes voluminous options for people to help cut back or quit drinking, as well as a massive support network.
We now have the world's largest community of people that are trying to cut back on alcohol.
Most of all, it's seen success with over 1 million people using the app.
It helps you understand what alcohol does to your body, how it works. It helps you understand what your triggers are and helps you build these coping strategies.
Atlanta cardiologist Dr. Ali Rahimi recommends it to his patients.
So you get a lot of support in an application like that you don't get if you just see your doctor or therapist a couple times a year.
The science on alcohol is becoming more well known, with the Surgeon General publicly discussing the relationship between alcohol and certain cancers.
Alcohol isn't actually serving you.
So as Reframe continues to pile on users, it's all about making progress towards one's goal, less about being dry than it is about becoming your best self.
And that's the goal, to get you to a point where alcohol is no longer used by you as a coping strategy.
In Midtown, Joshua Skinner, Atlanta News First.
I thought that was super interesting, and I wanted to show you that just because I know a lot of people are doing Dry January. But now I want you to take a look at this right here, because this is the College Football Playoff National Championship. It is taking over Atlanta. All teams now here in the city. And the Playoff Fan Central is open today inside the Georgia World Congress Center. There's autograph signings taking place ahead of Monday's game. Lots of music, even adorable little puppies that you can pet. They're adoptable puppies. And speaking of the music that I just mentioned there, the first AT&T Playoff Playlist live concert happening tonight. Lil Wayne, Gucci Mane, College Park Zone, 2 Chainz performing inside State Farm Arena. So that's all taking place tonight. It is an opportunity for you to participate in all the events for the weekend here, and it should be lots and lots of fun. Even if you're not maybe a college football fan, this is an opportunity to kind of hang out with all the college football folks and think you're pretty cool. That's the way I look at it anyway. But also, by the way, all the events that are taking place at the World Congress Center today and tomorrow and even Monday, that's all free. You don't need a ticket. You just go, participate, have lots of fun. But what does cost you the money, the tickets to those concerts, the one tonight and then the one on Sunday night as well, there are still tickets available, though, so you can check those out. Bundle up as we head into next week. Again, those First Alert weather days as we head into the new week. We're going to be bringing in First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi here to talk a little bit more about all of that as we move throughout the morning. And I think you're coming in. Are you going to come right in? And I just got to put up the little slate for you here, right? I got to figure out how to make sure I'm doing that correctly. We're going to do our First Alert weather here, right? And I'm just going to bring that up. I'm still learning, folks. I'm still learning. But we're gonna make it happen.
You're doing great.
There we go.
Beautiful.
First Alert weather is coming up right here, and let's bring you on in. Let's do it.
Beautiful. Yes, I'm going to take the smaller one because I think that one might make me too tall. Actually,
Oh.
maybe not. I don't know. We're going to find out, Don.
What we're doing behind the scenes is we have little step stools.
The thing is Don is, yes, okay, we definitely need the bigger one. Don is like 6'2", and I'm 5'1" on a good day, so we'll...
You got it?
Okay, that's better, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, that's better. That's better. Don's really tall. I'm really short. It's just how it goes. TV magic. Okay, we do have to talk about a handful of First Alert weather days on the horizon, guys. A lot of changes in the forecast. Of course, you dealt with the rain this morning. And then, of course, now we are all focused on the cold. Not necessarily today. Today, we have a pretty mild day in store, despite the fact that it's going to be cloudy out there. You'll see that over Hartsfield-Jackson, Atlanta International Airport. But overall, through the afternoon, expect those mostly cloudy skies to continue. And then we will focus on the cold as we go into the next several days. So let's take you into what to expect going into this upcoming week. First, I'm First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. We're going to shift back to the forecast and get you rocking and rolling here on what to expect. So we will have cold Canadian Arctic air. We're talking coming from like the poles. Yes, quite literally the North Pole. And that is going to take over the continental United States. We're talking temperatures 20 to 30 degrees below average, a prolonged period of cold as well. Temperatures will be below freezing for between about 70 to 80 hours here in North Georgia. Last time that happened, we had all the pipes bursting. I know Don was talking about kind of preparing your home. Today, the day to do that. Because, of course, a lot of things are going to start shutting down on Monday for MLK Day. And we'll talk about what to expect winter weather-wise. Clearly, it's going to be quite cold. But, of course, you need a couple extra ingredients to make it snow here in North Georgia. We're going to talk about that potential over the next couple of minutes. For today, few passing showers, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures around your lunch hour will be in the low 50s. And today we will ultimately top out in the upper 50s to near 60. North of the city, you'll end up in the low 50s, just a touch cooler. But again, we'll hold on to those mostly cloudy skies, and on and off passing showers will be possible. A cold front moves in late tonight. So all the rain from this morning was actually a weather system that was to our south. This cold front will be moving in this evening, and that'll offer us just a few showers, mainly between about 7 and 10 o'clock. So if you are headed to any of those concerts tonight at State Farm, you have any Saturday night plans, won't be completely dry, but no reason to cancel any of your plans. Just, be prepared for maybe a quick passing shower. It's definitely not going to ruin any of your afternoon and evening festivities tonight on your Saturday. Going into tomorrow morning, we're going to wake up in the low to mid 40s. This will be the warmest part of day for us. And then notice temperatures drop through the afternoon. We'll spend most of the day in the 30s. It'll be breezy. When you feel that wind pick up, that's when you know the cold air is rushing in. And maybe a few flurries will be possible north of Atlanta, especially up in the mountains. Going into Monday, the wind continues to stay blustery. Temperatures continue to drop. That cold air really settles in. We're waking up Monday morning in the negative digits, north of the city, negative temperatures to single-digit temperatures. That's what it will feel like Monday morning. So if you do have to still go to work on Monday morning, I know a lot of you have the day off, just know it will be bitterly cold outside. You will need all the layers. You want to heat up your car, the hat, the scarf, the gloves, the coat, all of it will be a good idea. And then as we go through the afternoon, temperatures will only feel as warm. I shouldn't say as warm. They will only feel like the teens to low 20s at best. So really, really cold weather on the way. Again, prolonged period of freezing temperatures. This could very well lead to pipes bursting across the area. We've seen it happen before when temperatures drop like this. Wouldn't be surprised to see it going into Monday. Speaking of the college football championship there, 7 o'clock, if you are heading to that game, just know that this is what it will feel like out there, so you need to bundle up. I'm sure the bends will be closed, so hopefully that'll keep you nice and toasty. But overall, very, very cold Monday. So the cold air is going to be in place going into next week. Monday, our first alert weather day for that cold. Tuesday, a first alert weather day, as we're watching yet another weather system develop in the Gulf. So we'll be watching a low that will start to ride along the Gulf Coast. Where this exact low tracks is going to help determine our exact impacts. But right now, what it's looking like is we will have the potential for maybe some very light snow showers starting Tuesday night. Models have been trending at the higher snowfall totals, the higher moisture content to promote heavier snowfall, and also the higher ice potential south of Atlanta from Macon down to Columbus. So we're talking like south and central Georgia outside of our realm of our viewing area. However, it is possible that we will have some light snow showers to result in maybe a light dusting, maybe some light accumulation of snow in the city of Atlanta, with, again, the heavier snow showers and the higher snowfall totals south of the city. So Tuesday night into Wednesday, here's a look at the potential for at least 0.1 inches of snow, so like a tenth of an inch of snow. It is possible for North Georgia. So again, just some light accumulations looking possible. Exact numbers we will need to iron out over the next couple of days. We'll definitely get a better idea over the next 48 hours of exact snowfall totals. Right now, we're just continuing to watch trends and tell you the timing, which again looks Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and what kind of precipitation we're looking at. It does look like for the most part it will be light snow showers, maybe even some sleet mixed in, like a wintry mix, but any kind of accumulating ice and heavy snow like we saw last week, that kind of setup seems to sit south of us, more so in central Georgia. And you can see that here with the potential ice totals. We're not looking at any accumulating ice. That does look like it will set up along the coast, maybe even all the way down into the Florida Panhandle. And I'll tell you, models have been trending at this for a while. So again, we're kind of starting to get an idea of what to expect, but the exact numbers, that still needs to be ironed out. So overall, putting it all together here, this is what we're looking at. Metro Atlanta and potentially the mountains, some light snow accumulation is possible. Ice isn't a major concern for us, but the total of snow, like what kind of depth we're looking at, that still needs work, but it does look like we will start to see the chance for another round of light snow showers starting Tuesday night. We will not see as much snow as we did last week. That is what models are trending at, that we won't see the amount of accumulation we saw last week. If that changes, we'll let you know, but right now, we're not looking at as much snow as we saw last week, but light accumulation possible. The I-85 corridor and points south, that's where we'll see the chance for higher snowfall totals, especially in central Georgia down towards Macon. But some of our far southern counties could potentially see some of those higher snowfall totals. And then sleet and ice will be a larger concern in South Georgia and central Georgia, not necessarily for our area. So something we'll be watching very carefully for you. Any changes in the forecast, we'll be updating you on air, online, First Alert Weather app, all great tools to have as we look ahead to another round of potential winter weather for North Georgia. So here's a look at your First Alert 7-day forecast. Today, a few scattered showers possible. We'll have highs near 60. We'll wake up tomorrow in the 40s with temperatures dropping through the day. Much of the day tomorrow will actually be spent in the 30s. We'll wake up in the teens Monday morning, but it'll feel more like the negative numbers to single digits. Dangerously cold. We will have to watch for pipes bursting. When we go below freezing Sunday night, we'll stay below freezing for at least 72 hours for the most part. If not below freezing, right near freezing. And then as we go into Tuesday, we'll start the day dry. Snow showers are possible starting Tuesday night, and that will continue into Wednesday morning. We're not looking at, crazy accumulation. We're not looking at accumulating ice right now, but some light snow accumulation is at least possible for the city of Atlanta. And going into Wednesday, we'll start to dry out. It'll stay cold. We'll go back into the 40s Thursday and Friday, and we could introduce another rain chance late week this upcoming week. But in the meantime, it is all about the cold. Can't stress enough again, today and tomorrow are the days to make sure your tires are good to go. Make sure you have gas in your car just in case. You want to make sure that, your homes are as insulated as possible. You'll want to be Not that I guess you can really fix all that other than making sure all your, outdoor spigots are winterized and covered and stuff like that. But nonetheless, drip those pipes. That's always a good idea. You'll want to use, both hot, like a warm water to drip through your pipes. And you could also open your cabinets in your kitchen and your bathrooms and stuff to keep the pipes a little more insulated from the heat in your home. And make sure your heat's working. You want to get all those things kind of ready to go so that your home is prepared and you're prepared for this prolonged period of cold, because it's not just going to be a day, it's going to be several days where we'll have temperatures below freezing. So make sure you're also checking on some of your family members who maybe live by themselves as well. You just want to make sure that they're all set going into this upcoming week. So, all right, everyone, I appreciate you spending time with us. We'll continue to update you on the forecast and all the changes on the way, both on air, online, and in the First Alert Weather app. I hope you make it a wonderful Saturday, and we'll catch you here next time.